Listening to. This is Mark Mercer's Loving, Caring, Sharing. Welcome everybody to the program, and special thanks to Daniel for producing tonight's show. Appreciate your help, mate. And of course, next week my MOA will be back, Steve DeLoach, and tonight he's attending to some important church affairs, but he'll rejoin us next week. And also next Friday night we will have Kim Paris, and Kim Paris is organizing the Rally for Common Sense. Bill Lumen, would you mind telling everybody a little bit about that upcoming event?
Yes, sir. The Rally for Common Sense is going to take place in Jefferson City, Missouri. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a family event, camping available. Tickets are $10. Kim Paris is heading this up. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a number of individuals that are guest speakers. The keynote speaker, the big name is Herman Cain.
Oh, the big kahuna. Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to have religious undertone. Just a conservative event. So mm-hmm. It's everybody that's speaking for the most part is are Christians. Uh-huh. And I'm trying to I'm trying to look at some of the information even as we speak. Mm-hmm. Herman Cain's got a video out there on YouTube now about the Rally for Common Sense. I'm trying to remember some of the other guest speakers. One of them is going to be Thomas Paine. He's a YouTube sensation. He dresses up as Thomas Paine, and he very similar to Wild Bill's videos. He has a tendency to get into the fight, so to speak, against the liberal side, and he seems to detest the perversion of the Constitution.
Right.
C.L. Bryant's going to be part of it.
Oh, right, yeah. And Alan Keyes. Did you mention Alan Keyes already?
Not yet. Alan Keyes is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a young lady, I can't remember her name.
Dr. Gina Loudon.
Yes, Loudon.
Yeah.
She's going to be a guest speaker there. Those are the big names that are going to be on board.
Right.
And then us little guys like myself, we're going to be on side stage, and I think she's going to want us to kind of warm up the crowd in some instances and introduce some of these big name speakers.
Right, and they also got D-Rock who's going to be playing.
Yes, he is.
All right, outstanding. Wild Bill, are you back with us?
I'm here.
All right, good. Are you feeling better, buddy?
I am. I'm a little concerned I might be committing a crime here.
How's that?
Trying to eat a nice roast beef dinner with a menthol cough drop in my mouth.
That's disturbing on too many levels.
It's got to be against the law somewhere.
Well, now wait a minute. Now, sometimes people have lamb with mint jelly, so I guess roast beef with a Hall's mentholyptus is somehow in some strange perverted way acceptable. Maybe.
It's barbaric. I can't wait for these days to get over. I can tell you that the stories that I have told you about are things that I have actually lived through, and the fact that you see them on TV on cops is proof that those things really happen, and the cops that are on the street like I was are the ones that lived through them. So
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Well, so Bill, you're doing videos, and you got a bunch of them on your website, right?
Oh yeah, I've got about 150 of them now.
Okay. Now, have you made one yet for what's happened this week with the courts? With Obamacare?
No, this week I'm focusing on the new Black Panthers. They're strutting around here in Sanford, Florida, which is not too far from me.
Oh, really? Tell us about that.
Yeah, and they're calling for citizens, for the blacks, to arm themselves for self-defense and put out a wanted, dead or alive bounty on this Zimmerman, who has not yet been convicted of any wrongdoing. And I just can't keep my mouth shut any longer. I'm making probably 2 to 3 videos taking on these Black Panther characters.
Well, could you give us a teaser? Can you give us a little bit of what you have in mind for our friends in the Black Panthers?
Well, I did a video today and asked them why they're so angry. Are they angry because the United States of America has done more for the black community than any other nation on earth? Mm-hmm. Are they angry because many of them were abandoned by their fathers and grew up in a home where the house, their clothes, and food were provided by welfare checks? And guess who went to work and paid taxes so that you guys could have those
Who would that be?
Checks?
Oh, us.
Us working class people.
Mm-hmm.
And, the people that you are spitting on today, and I end up by telling them that John Wayne had a saying. He said, life is tough. It's tougher if you're stupid.
Well, you got that right. No kidding. Yeah. Hey, he also had another, he had a poem he read once. Did you ever hear the poem that he read?
I heard one about America. His
Well,
love for the United States. Is that what it was?
No, this one's a little bit different. It was on, he did it on Laugh-In back in 1969.
Okay, this ought to be good.
He said, let's see if I can, he said, the sky is blue, the grass is green, so get off your butts and join the Marines. Now I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and I loved him. I love John. I love the Duke. I mean, still to this day, my favorite all-time movie, bar none.
He's one of the
Grit.
greatest poets ever.
He was. It was brilliant. He was brilliant. I love John Wayne. A lot of people gave him a hard time. I love the Duke. The Duke was great. And you're kind of, not to, sound like I'm, buttering your bread here, but you're kind of a modern day John Wayne in your own right, I would say, Bill.
Well, thank you. That's quite a compliment.
No, seriously. I mean, look, you're taking on the opposing forces of this country and what we believe in, the freedoms that have been given to us that were fought for by other people who shed their blood so that we can be able to even sit here and talk on the internet. I mean, can you imagine trying to do this in Moscow? Can you imagine trying to do this in pick a country, Argentina?
Beijing, China.
Yeah, Chile.
I think we would probably get away with it in Moscow before we got away with it in San Francisco.
You got a point there. You really do. Yeah, really, because freedoms are eroding away. It's out of control. It's absolutely nuts anymore. And then you have groups like the new Black Panthers. Whatever happened to the old Black Panthers? They were such a nice bunch of fuzzy fellas. I like them. Not.
They grew up, got a little bit of gray hair, and decided that they like us now.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Hells Angels, they raised Cain back in their day, but now they got pot bellies and gray hair, and they meet at Burger King.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. If they're not dead or in jail, yeah.
Yeah, we're all friends now.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's an interesting thing what happens when you get a couple years under your belt, Yeah. Yeah, take some of the fight and vinegar out of you. Next thing you know, you're sitting in an old folks' home telling stories, and that's about it. But so anyway, what was I going to ask you? Oh yeah, who do you like for president for this time around, Bill?
Anybody but Obama.
Okay. Now, what about the idea that I've heard this postulated that that back and forth with different candidates, in the beginning, back when the debate started, one of the things that Newt Gingrich was making as a point said, look, no matter who you choose on this stage, whoever ends up being the candidate, that's who we need to support, because what we've got in the office in the White House right now is absolutely disastrous for this country. He said, to the effect, he said, and you, the media, are going to do exactly what we expect you to do, and that is to try to get us to be at each other's throats, because that's all you know how to do. You don't know how to talk about the issues. And I thought that was brilliant for him to bring that up as a point of rallying everybody together. Now, have you any particular desire to see anyone's particular? I'll tell you what. Right now, what I'm getting at is this: the person I want to see running for the office of president is not running, which really bums me out, and that's Condoleezza Rice. That woman had more stones than 99% of the people that live in Washington D.C. She was tough, man. When she was over there in Saudi Arabia and waved her bony finger in their face and told them they better line up or they're going to find out their budget's getting cut by the United States, I thought, man, she is tough, man. I love her. She is just awesome. But she's not running, and she has no aspirations for that. She did her job, and she was glad to do it. She did a fantastic job, in my opinion. But do you have anybody that you're particularly, that you find lined up with your views as far as who's running?
Well, Herman Cain was my all-time favorite.
Hear, hear.
Yeah.
I voted for Newt in the primary down here in Florida because he, by far, has the best grasp of the issues and the ability to express them clearly and offer solutions. Mm-hmm. He would be the man that I would like to see debate Obama. Yeah. He even told Obama he'd let him use a teleprompter.
I heard that, yeah. Yeah, he wanted to challenge him to some, what was it, Lincoln?
Yeah, Lincoln-style debates, yeah.
Right.
4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, now, for those listening who don't know what a Lincoln-style debate is, could you explain that, Bill?
It's what Lincoln did with his opponent. I don't remember the guy's name right now, but they had long debates, public debates,
Right.
that the papers covered,
Uh-huh.
and apparently Lincoln shredded his opponent, and it opened the door for him to make it to the White House. And I think Newt Gingrich would have done the same thing with Obama.
Right.
People need to see our presidential candidate make Obama look foolish to the media, because it's obvious the media is not going to let him make himself look foolish. So
Right.
I don't know if Obama's going to be willing to debate or not. We have to wait and see there. Michelle Bachmann was another one of my favorites, but now that she's dropped out, I'm pulling for Michelle Bachmann to be our next Attorney General, because she's tough as a bulldog, and Lord knows there's enough investigations that needs to be going on of the Obama administration.
No kidding.
And she'd be the one to do it.
Huh. Okay.
Rick Santorum, I think, is tops on national security, and it looks like he's the only one that is even giving Romney a run for his money.
Right. Yeah. What's up with Romney anyway?
Well, he says all the right things. You know, I've got him pegged as Mr. Politics as usual, saying what he thinks we want to hear. But when he says things like, on the first day he's in office, he will issue a waiver to all 50 states on Obamacare. That gets my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if he'll do what he says,
Yeah.
fine.
Right. The problem is just going back and forth, this vacillating stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, of course, if he gets the nomination, like Newt said, we need to throw all of our weight behind our nominee.
And that's another thing. It bugs me. I'm going to tell you right now, the whole verbiage that the media puts out there. Do you remember back in 2000, right about a month or two before the election, all these puppet heads were out saying, well, President Bush, he really lacks gravitas. Yes, the gravitas. He doesn't have gravitas. He really lacks gravitas. They come up with a new buzzword every year. And I'm like, gravitas? What the heck? Why can't you guys speak? Oh, I get it. That's right. You're smarter than us. So you use these words so you can confound us because we're stupid little people. Oh, okay. So I'm wondering, when's gravitas going to come out of the, what's it going to be this year? What's the new elitist lingo going to be so the rest of us can fawn all over the media because they're so smart?
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just saying.
Sharia.
Yeah, Sharia. He really likes Sharia. Yes, he doesn't have enough Sharia. Well, yeah. Well, that's part of it. But also, I'm disgusted really with what I hear. I listen to Rush Limbaugh. I don't know about you guys. I listen to him for one reason more than anything else. He's funny. He's really funny. I actually, during the day, I need a laugh. I listen to Rush, and why he makes me laugh is really simple. He just repeats back what the liberals are saying, and it's hilarious. I mean, if you look, I think one of the best tests of yourself, if you have a good sense of humor about yourself, is if you can laugh at yourself. And oh boy, the left cannot laugh at themselves at all. There's just no sense of humor there. None. It doesn't exist. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to November myself. Some people sound like they're dreading it. I don't. I look forward to it. I think it's going to be a good thing that's going to happen, one way or t'other. Yeah. So, anyway, we're coming up on the last 20 minutes of the program, and so Bill, I'm curious about a couple things. One of them is, it's Easter weekend. And, of course, this is the time where those of us who are Christians, we celebrate the death and resurrection of our Lord. And I was just curious, are you hooked in anywhere down there where you guys will be going to church?
Don't have any plans yet, but I'm sure I'm going to find a place to land. I don't have a home church yet,
right?
But it's on the list, and Easter Sunday be a good time to get started.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, there's a Calvary Chapel down there. I'm a big Calvary Chapel guy as far as, that's in Fort Lauderdale, but there's a little bit of a drive. That's actually quite a bit of a drive. You're in Daytona Beach. Yeah,
they have branches all over the place.
That's right, yeah. I decided that because I'm a Protestant to eat meat today, by the way, for today, just because I can. And, I had a thought. Where did it go?
It didn't come this way. I didn't see it.
No, I don't know. I actually had a genuine thought. Well, what the heck happened to it? All right. Well, anyway, I want to remind everybody you can go to Wild Bill's website, which is wildbillforamerica.com, and are all your videos linked there? Every one of them?
There's a video link that'll take you to my YouTube channel, and you can see them all there.
Okay, great, super. Wild Bill version 2.0. Did you have any questions or comments you wanted to make? I know you have a tendency to kind of lay back and just kind of let things roll and stuff, but I want to give you an opportunity to speak your mind if you got something rolling around.